Well, hello there. This is not a morning mug, but close enough. I'm on the road, I'm in a car, got a drink. Yeah, a little KFC. Just had to hit and run to grab something because I just got finished up with an event in Glenwood, Maryland, and I am headed. What's going to be down that way? To meet up with Dave and David. We got some Society of the Supernatural investigations going on, but the event back at Glenwood, it was a presentation for Ghosts of Maryland. It started with a presentation by Maryland Ghost Trackers, and then I came on and did my book stuff and talked some ghost stories. Something that was pretty cool there, that at the end, people coming up, getting books signed and what have you, is there was a girl there. She was probably, I don't know, all of 11, 12, 13 years old, something like that. She already had a book, and I believe it was her grandmother got it for her. And so she's already read the book a couple times, or she's on the second time of reading through it or something like that. And in any case, to me, that's really cool that, somebody is become that interested in, the ghost stories and the history. There's a lot of history in that book. And, comes out, to hear me speak and see the presentation and get the book signed. To me, that's really, really cool. So, Emmy, thank you for coming out, watching the presentation, getting the book signed, supporting the, what I do here with the writing. And so, I hope you're watching this. I did give her a card. She got a card, so hopefully she's tuned into the YouTube channel. A lot of stuff going on out here, of course. All in all, it was a real good event. Saw my old friend Chris Heckle, still works over there in Glenwood. Been a number of years, but he's actually the one that recommended me for doing this event. Lori, who put the whole thing together, thought it would be cool to do a paranormal ghost something sort of event around the time the new Ghostbusters movie was coming out. And so, well, I don't know, it was probably like 6-7 months ago she asked me to do this. Chris recommended me, said, hey, we had a guy who used to work here, and he said he still follows me on Facebook, so that's cool. Thanks, Chris. And yeah, so she asked me if I would do it, and I've moved since then, but I still came out for it. I made an agreement, I went, there we go. Yeah, it was good to be back there a little bit. I worked primarily out of the Central branch, but since Glenwood was on my way home, because I lived in Frederick at the time, usually anything that was going on there, I would be asked to take care of it on the way home, and so I would. So, Glenwood was kind of like my satellite office, so to speak. So, Society of the Supernatural investigations coming up. We are starting with Old Salt, Sulfur Springs. I haven't done that since a little over a year ago. It's where I first actually met Dave. So we'll do Old Salt tonight. Not sure what we're doing tomorrow. We've got some different ideas of what's going to happen over the next couple of days. But it'll be nice to get back to Old Salt. It's a great place. Great place. So watch I'll put a little annotation or something. Go watch the Ghosts and Legends on Old Salt, Sulfur Springs. Pretty cool. We got some good activity there up in the one hallway. Well, after running with the local law enforcement, no, I had a flat tire. That's why they're behind me. So, seriously, I had a flat tire. Alright, we've got machine and pattern. What type of machine were you using?
What's your name?
Still have those tones.
Yeah, a little bit. Try holding this thing. I just got a chill.
I got like a little static on my arm.
And she said something. No, I got goosebumps.
You got goosebumps? I got static on my hand. Welcome to Mike's Morning Mug from the mountains of West Virginia. I'm following Dave, and David, actually, there's some jerk who just kind of quickly passed me and cut me off, so now they're in front of him. That happens, you get guys like that. He was a little impatient. But we were just at the Old Sulfur Springs, down in Sulfur Springs, West Virginia. It's near Union. And, did an investigation there last night. We went live. I'll go ahead and link that so you can go ahead and watch that. It was pretty late at night when we got started. Got some mild activity. You can go ahead and check it out. Some, different responses and, some hits on some of the different meters. So, not as active as it was the last time that I was there, but that happens. You can't make these things happen on demand, and sometimes you have nights where it's just off the charts active, and other nights that are relatively dead. You get those sometimes. So last night it wasn't dead, it was just mild, like I said. So and if you're interested in booking an investigation there at Old Sulfur Springs Resort, contact Dave Spinks. He's the one that sets all of that up. So hit him up and he'll take care of you. So right now we're headed. We haven't quite figured out what we're doing yet. We have a little birthday party apparently that we are going to attend. So that was news to me last night, but that's fine. That's cool. And then after that, it'll be a surprise. We're either going to do the Old Cass Railroad, Harper's Ferry, Shepherdstown, something. We'll figure it out. And here goes Mr. Impatient. Fox Nest Workers Memorial and Grave Site.
Like an article, or?
Well, depends how much. I don't know exactly.
Okay.
We do a lot of live video stuff. We're doing a DVD series. We just did an awesome small video DVD. We have probably 8 DVDs we're going to put out.
Okay, back in Ohio. It's been, I'm going to be here for a couple of days. Yes, I'm absolutely crazy. So it was a great weekend. Started off with the whole Maryland trip, going to Glenwood. That was pretty awesome. That was like my almost like my little satellite office when I worked for the library system, which I did for 7 years in the IT department. And then the whole weekend was Society of the Supernatural. We started at Old Sulfur Springs, which is where I met Dave last year. And it was kind of a mild night, but it's a very historic location, so it's always cool to go down there and check out the house. And very cool historic building. Well, 2 buildings. I'm sorry, I'm tired. It's been a long drive. I got so much to do before I head right back out. And the one day I am now spending a number of hours at my parents' house to help my dad with some of the patio work. Yeah, that I started helping him with the other week. Yeah, it's still going on. So I have less time to do stuff now. Oh, Hawk's Nest. Yeah, that memorial cemetery, I'd really never heard of it before. So, you know, it was Dave's local area, so he has introduced us to that, and you know, very, very sad and tragic what happened there. You know, it's almost, you know, like a lot of the coal mining tales that you hear, but this was silica. So, and just what happened, I mean, you're talking about, you know, mass graves that were desecrated, you know, multiple times. You know, it's just, it's really sad. So, you know, they do have a memorial and a resting place now. And, you know, we got some really wild activity over the Ghost Box. Go ahead and check out that video on the Society of the Supernatural channel. Some of the responses that we got were just crazy. They may or may not have anything to actually do with those workers, or, you know, it could be us learning more about the way that operation worked. So, and then today, as we were heading out, you know, Dave and David are doing something tonight. I think they're talking about going to Harper's Ferry. I'm not sure where they're at right now. I'm going to have to tune in whenever they go live. But on our way up north, we stopped at Flatwoods. It was pouring rain, so and we were on the way to Tala, Trans-Allegheny Lunatic Asylum. So we stopped in at Flatwoods while it was pouring rain, hit the visitor center there, and we took in some information about the Flatwoods Green Monster. And then we went up to Trans-Allegheny Lunatic Asylum, met up with my buddy Copperhead Greg Graham. I've known Copperhead a long time now, good friend, and haven't seen him in years because it's been so long since I've been out there. But yeah, so we met up with him, and, you know, got some pictures of I have no idea what that sound was. Got some pictures of Tala, and yeah, then we parted ways. You know, another one of those weekends, kind of all over the place and filled with a lot of stuff. And in a couple days here, I'm going to be headed back out. There is, you'll find out down the road. There is some research that we've been doing for a while now. That you know, hopefully we're finally going to be getting a few answers here, or most likely more questions. That's the way it usually works. We get a couple of things answered, and then we get more questions. It's kind of like watching the show Lost, where you might have gotten a question or two answered, and then you had like 5 or 10 more new questions. So it's kind of like that. And but I think probably a video or two behind on that, so you don't know all of what's going on yet, but you will. So in any case, thank you for this kind of just watching this mishmash of all kinds of stuff over this past weekend. I'll set it up as a morning mug, although I can't even remember if I was drinking anything in any of these videos. I did have coffee over the weekend. Quite a bit today, actually. I kind of needed it. You know, I just really appreciate you guys watching these videos, chiming in with the comments, and, you know, sharing it out. There was, you know, the Glenwood event. 14 of you shared that out over Facebook, and I don't know how many others over Twitter. I'd have to go take a look. So I really appreciate that kind of support. It's absolutely fantastic. So please go ahead, continue to share out the videos, leave your comments below. You know, thumbs up the video, and by all means, if you have not yet, please subscribe. Still don't know what that is. Sounds like somebody yakking in the other room. I'm here alone. Do not tell my sister, her house may be haunted. I don't think it is, but there are some weird sounds here from time to time. Usually it's just like the plumbing or something, so I'll go check it out. But in any case, until next time. Tom? Was it Tom?
Did you say Tom?
Did you say Tom?
It's a kid's voice.
Yeah, it's a kid's voice again.
Are you the same children I talked to before when I was here?